record button before I could get to. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my live broadcast number 270. We're broadcasting live out of Auckland, New Zealand. My name is Ki Pure and I'm addressing the Billion Coin community. I don't know, there's not a lot of news. Not a lot of news in the back office and where the blog is, other than the send button meeting, but I don't know what's in there, and I don't know what came of the broadcasters meeting early hours this morning, or all of the send button meeting started. So I don't even know where the link is if we want to have a look at it. Anyway, I'll just share this post, share the screen with me, and we'll go and have a look. We'll just go over some of these old posts, and okay, there, we'll get into that September 9th send button meeting later, and we'll just briefly go over these. Bangladesh TBC community supports admin, and they've always been supporting admin. And down here, let's fast forward in time and take a peek at regulation of TBC article. And you know, this is interesting, this part because I'll open it up. Let's fast forward in time and take a peek at regulation of TBC article. Do you think you will be able to use TBC to do whatever you want without any oversight? Do you really think the world would accept that? Seriously think about that. We currently live in a highly regulated world that doesn't allow people to just do whatever they want without governments getting involved, right? But I just hold it there. You must remember when we're going through, there's a million billionaires. So, you know, what are you going? Well, what would you expect at that with over a million billionaires? Right up there, we ain't talking about one. So what happens if a million of them go off the track? Yeah. Okay, we face many limitations within our day-to-day lives imposed by government. Government supported by people that believe in regulation. It would be foolish to think things would be different. People using TBC, of course. TBC has to find a way to fit in what will be rejected by the world, and that's right. We have to find a way to fit over 1 million billionaires in there, let alone the billion millionaires. So it's got to be a bit of work there. The world has set some standards that are expected to be followed, no matter how rich someone is. Consider a $10,000 standard within the world of banking today, regardless of why you think that standard was set. It is a real standard that is enforced. Try wiring $10,000 from one country to another. Well, $10,000 seems to be the same figure right around the world, because here in little old New Zealand, it's the same. So nothing changes other than the value in its currency. Okay, you will run directly into this standard and be expected to answer some serious questions. If they don't like your answers to their question, they will prevent you from completing a transaction. Yeah. It's strange that when you put your own money in, then you have to answer all the questions about where you want to send all your money to. It's a strange one, that one. That's just what the world expects today. Clearly, TBC will have to find a way to mesh with these existing standards. while remaining self-regulated within a private society. As we develop regulations internally, we will have to consider the world expects when it comes to these long-standing standards. You need to shed the scales of ignorance when it comes to such matters. It's a complex world and we need to raise our awareness on all of these things important. I just wanted to give you a peek of what is to come out of necessity. Yeah, it's true that one. Okay, let's go and have another scoot down there. See, that's the one we just. Okay, admin is saying we have to be responsible. Right. Okay, that's the Bitcoin one that was done just the other day. Thank you for all the love and respect. Now, this is another interesting one too. It's quite a big post, this. Okay, don't fall asleep again. Each lecture leads by example. And this is lucky. New policy never came to be, and future effective dates for it are closed. Thank goodness for that. I think, yeah. So, we're going to have a look what we got on the blog today. Pretty much all repetitive, but you got to read it out because that's the reason why all the same blog post is here to read out every once a week in all countries. So just in case there are new people who have send buttons on, they can hear it. Okay, due to a change in the YouTube platform as of August 1st, our send button hosts will not be able to share their screen if they use YouTube Live straight up. Our admin recommends using StreamYard to do live YouTube broadcasts because it allows you to have a panel and you can screen share on it. Yeah, Zoom is the same thing. We will be hosting the Send Button live broadcast in all languages on Monday, September 9th, 2019 at 9 a.m. PDT, 5 a.m. PM WAT. If you do not have a send button on, you are not allowed into the meeting. For those of you who do have a send button, do not share this link with anyone else. Now you're probably asking, you're not allowed into the send button meeting and you're wondering why. Well, you got to get a send button on and then you can come into the meeting and I'll tell you why. Okay, the link will be available at 8:45 a.m. on Monday, September 2009 on the 9th inside your Kringle Cashback office. As for New Zealand and I would say a bit of Australia, ours will be held on Tuesday morning. The meeting starts promptly at 9 a.m. PDT. Show up and collect up to 1 million cookies. Now that 1 million cookies, if you're a broadcaster like what's happening now in broadcasting about TBC, when the video, if it gets approved by admin of TBC, then I collect up to 1 million cookies free. But if you're not a broadcaster and you are allowed into the send button meeting, you can get 1,000 free cookies for each meeting that we have, which is supposed to be 10. Excuse me. So if you're new, it's 1,000 per meeting. Now, even if you go go in and watch the replay, that's counts as the meeting. Now, if you go into the whole 10, that providing the whole 10 have broadcasted, then you get 1,000 each, so that's 10,000 cookies free. And if you're a broadcaster, you only need to do your 30 minutes plus. Well, if you do the whole 10 meetings, well, there's 10 million cookies. Okay, these are all of the, should be all 10 here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Billions of digital currency will be distributed by the end of November 2019. That's coming up. That's not far away then. Inside your Kringle Cashback office or KCBO for short cookie rewards redemption. Okay. Show up and click up to 1 million cookies. Send button keyword will only be one word. And that's the word you slot into the little wee box and submit it. If you get it right, well then that's either 1,000 cookies, or if you're a broadcaster, it's 1 million cookies. What is TBC confidential? Confidential? I can't tell you. You'll need to attend the send button meeting to find out. See, and that's what happens. You got to come in. You won't be able to ask while you're sitting out there. You got to have a send button on. Then you can come into the meeting. Okay. If you have ever wondered why we call these send button meetings, it's because admin will turn off the send button of both the buyer and the seller of any transactions if TBC is discounted. I'd like to bring some clarity to why admin and the type of blockchain we use are unknown. Short answer is security is very expensive. TBC is rolling out and not fully developed at this time, yet is highly functional today. The admin fee is ridiculously low to keep the barrier to entry into TBC community very low. We are on a mission to help the poor rise out of poverty. So we have kept the cost down as much as possible to run a sustainable operation. Remaining unknown reduces the chances of attacks so that we can continue to grow organically. As funds grow, so will our tech and admin structure. And with enough funds, high levels of security can be put into place. We are self-funded operation on the admin fee. We are debt-free, we are self-regulated, and we are private. Transactions over 400 grains will result in the TBC Commissioner reaching out by email to collect details of the transaction to make sure that equal value was exchanged to prevent discounting of our coins. Total transactions done within a 24-hour period over 2,000 grain will result in the TBC Commissioner reaching out by email to collect details of the transaction to make sure equal value was exchanged to prevent discounting of our coins. Now this one's a little bit different. Contact TBC Commissioner in advance of completing a 40,000 grain or greater transaction to show proof ahead of time that a transaction of that size is being done for something of equal value to prevent massive discounting of our coins. TBC admin pays the salary of the commissioner, who protects all of us from those that will discount our coins on their lawful value, and we all should be thankful that the value of our coins are protected. It takes a great deal of admin fees to pay annual salary of our TBC commissioner, and this is just one way admin supports the TBC community with the admin fees collected ongoing. Okay, right. Okay, this is the English Bitcoin contest. First place is Yusuf Somalia. I think that's how you say it. William, and there's two place getters in there, William and Famiu. Yeah, and the third place, Victoria Flourish. So there they are there. Wow, that's quite close. That's quite close there. First, second, third. French Bitcoin contest, Invade Rick. First, second place in Antindali Samuel. Third place is Opicon Valerie. And look at that. Invade Rick 261. The second place is 103. And 42 for the third place. Now the Tagalog Bitcoin contest, first place, H. Fletcher. Second place is Perla Catipon. And third place, Mary Lou Brown. My word. There they are. So there's the value of the places in 200 grams. This person got $627.38, and Bitcoin. There's the equivalent in Bitcoin right alongside, and so on and so forth. There's the English transactions, French transactions, and the Tagalog transactions. And we're on a record breaker. Okay, this week we shattered the all-time record for community growth to compare with the last 90 days. This is the first time we have had all triple digits on the first page of any Bitcoin contest. Congratulations to these top recruiters in the English Bitcoin contest. And here we go. Here's the leaderboard. Oh man, look at that. Mm. And I think for the week, 4,183 for the week. Is that week? No. Okay. Okay, we have analyzed the results of the Bitcoin contest, and they found that the TBC members in the Nigeria led the whole TBC community in growth with 159 contestants and 931 paid sign-ups last week. 45 countries had 844 contestants last week out of the full-timer database, which has, well, that's growing big, 4,877 members in it. And they're from Cameroon, Philippines, Ghana, South Africa, Uganda, Ivory Coast, Papua New Guinea, India, United States, Burundi, Togo, Bangladesh, Benin, Burkina Faso, Cambodia, Greece, Zaire, Jordan, and New Zealand, and Rwanda. All strong contenders last week with double-digit and triple-digit numbers. We want to thank all of those that made an effort to recruit paid sign-ups last week. This is a brand new week, and you have another chance to win a week from now. We also have 1,011 merchants now, of which 77 70 are admin reviewed and have qualified for the merchant promo. And as that number grows, it will be easier to share TBC with others. We also are looking for more send button hosts to cover the other languages such as Russian, Greek, Japanese, Spanish, German, and Italian, since we are seeing good growth there. Wow. And you'll see this little piece here. To see, you just click on the check status to see if you're part-time or full-timer. Okay, so you need to be a full-timer to partake in this Bitcoin contest. Okay, and then just press update. That's also another criteria. From now on, and your profile must be up to standard. You must have two active referrals down below you, and have send button meetings and all that active, and also be full-timer. That's a new criteria now, whether or not you're in the send button contest. Okay, if you have not updated your KCBO profile to be listed in the full-timer database, you should do that now so that we can recognize your recruiting efforts for you and your country. You need to update your profile to full-timer to collect Bitcoin bounties. So yes, new members need to get 2 paid sign-ups before they can see a Bitcoin bounty menu under the account area of KCBO. They can collect the Bitcoin bounty even on their first 2 paid sign-ups, and that they need it to qualify as a full-timer. We have 3 Bitcoin contests happening right now: English, Tagalog, and French. If you didn't follow the instructions last week, change your language by placing the correct keyword in to the send button meeting of your language you want to switch to, then you will be in default language English this week. So if you haven't done anything to put your preferred language other than English, it will automatically go to English if you don't do anything. So in order to switch to a different language for next week, we have to go into the bottom of the profile page of KCBO and make that change this week. These are all just transaction IDs. Down here, I'd like to encourage all of our full-timers to make a weekly effort to recruit new members and do their best to win Bitcoin contests. And even if they don't win, they can still collect their Bitcoin bounties as often as they wish. Currently, I'm personally paying out the Bitcoin bounties as the requests come in, and doing so in less than 24 hours of that request. We are still into this 2019 promo, which will end the moment we reach all those magic figures of 7 ones, I think it is, 1,111,111 position for the billionaire. When those positions are all filled, this closes down. Okay. A purchase of 40 grams of Kringles will entitle you to at least get a whole TBC coin and maximize your cookie reward for recruiting new members into TBC. One TBC coin today is worth $10,287,000. Wow. And $10 million is a massive amount of money. Even a transaction as small as 4 grains is rewarded too. See the chart above. If you have not completed a transaction yet, now is the time to get done so you can collect the rewards. Contact your sponsor or a TBC leader to complete your transaction today. Broadcasters get the maximum cookie rewards available, so become a TBC broadcaster today. Now, what have we got here? There, we've broken the 3.3 million barrier. We're now at 3.4 million paid members. Okay, we hit a major milestone with 3.4 million members. Seems like we were stuck at the 3.3 million members forever. Yeah, that's what it felt like. There's the new member growth here. So it went up on 2018, then it did a sharp drop, then went along, then went up. It just kept going up and down, then it dropped right down. Then 2019, this month here, on the 8th, which is July, just went straight up. Okay, that month looks like that month we signed up 52,522. Am I reading that right? Oh, new members are pouring into TBC community thanks to the admin credits. Yeah, utilize those credits. Ask your sponsor if you're not unsure what credits are. These admin credits, get back to your sponsor because they surely help you out. So do that. And now the merchant promo August was 20 times bigger than July. Well, if we had 20 times, that's 52,522. That will be over 1 million new members in September. We can do this, guys. Okay, the key to cement the growth in place when we are using the admin credits to build it is to get all of our teams to agree to make a monthly admin fee payment on the first of each month. That makes it painless for all. Get paid the same day you pay. This 8 grand admin fee is meant to be painless for all of us, but you need 2 recruits to cover your payment. So, if I were you, I'd get a commitment upfront from your new recruits that they will pay the full admin fee on the first of each month, or one wouldn't use admin credit on them. So be smart. Since they get their money right back, it doesn't hold anyone back from paying their bills on time around the beginning of each month. Funding technology development is very important at this stage of TBC. And fast growth brings in potential funding, which will be used to build everything needed to succeed at our mission. The mission comes first. Right, I'm going to stop sharing. And yeah, like I said earlier, there's not much in the blog to talk about, but as we progress through the week, maybe make it bigger and bigger when things are quieting down from the last week and a half. So I'd like to thank all those watching. Same time tomorrow night, 3:30 is my time now to 4 p.m. Excess time or 15 minutes after that. And yeah, you can go in peace. I'm going to stop my recording.